彭履几案，采列肘靠 are the 8 moves all the push hand teach. Peng is ward off. Lü is roll back. Ji is press. An is push. Those are the 4 basic moves. If I learn that basic moves and I'm trained and you are not trained, of course I will win. But what if we are both trained? Who is going to win? So water Taiji focus on integration of the 4 moves rather than practice a single move like a Peng, Lü, single move. Because it's very easy, a single move could be counter pushed. Master Byron would explain in the next video how water Taiji integrates those moves.
Last time you tried to write the Peng Lü Jian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Try to bring that.
Yeah.
Then the other thing I want to bring out. Peng Lü Jian. Everybody separated. All the schools, whatever, most of the teachers teach Taiji, they separate Peng Lü Jian. There's no way to separate. See, if I only do this is Peng, right? But the Peng actually not exactly Peng. The Peng, when you do the Peng, I have this direction out, I have this direction going in. So the Peng, still 8 direction, my whole body is one ball. This one ball is turning. So Peng Lü Ji An is always the same time. So if you separate training Peng Lü Ji An, you never get it because everybody think that's one of the intention. I try to Peng him, I need to Peng him. Then you end up like go against it. So the Taiji is hard because the word, the human word, doesn't mean what that means. They can only category I'm trying to do Peng, but they can't tell you when I'm doing Peng, I'm not really Peng here. I'm doing Peng because I'm holding here. This is neutral spot. The whole body neutral here. I put shifting my body mass into it, but compare the position in your hand and the body. Once I shifting my position into it, this actually is a Lü. So the Peng, if I whole body Peng, I go against him, but I'm Lü here, end up like a Peng. It's really weird and hard to explain. So Peng Lü Jian never separate. When you Peng is Lü, but people outside look at he's being out because I'm doing Peng. It's not effect by Peng. The Peng, he can go against me. I'm actually Lü, the Ji. As long as this ball, the energy doing all direction, and 8 energy. 8 just means more, everywhere, all directions. So Peng Lü Ji An, the same thing. I want to do Lü. Actually, I'm doing Lü. Lü is on my hand, but while doing the Lü, my body is Peng. So always part of this, part of that. If I only Lü, he knows it. And I lost the position because yin plus yang not one unit. But by the time I'm Lü, my body already Peng for a cow. You gotta have a partially in when you give out partially. So that's how I feel why the Taiji Bible said you have to understand yin plus yang equal one unit. Then you understand what the jin is. if move not make the one unit, you just either lose or go against it, either too much or too less. So my Kung Fu brother gave me an example I would like to tell you. His explain is because this Peng, Yu, Jian all in one move. So this, if I move directly, this is the different distance I'm going to move. But once the ball turning, this the distance is moving. So actually the distance, when it's angled, is going longer. That's how the spheral thing is going on. When we work together in the construction site, it showed me the drill gun, the drill bit. The drill bit goes down, all the wood chips going back up. So that's all the Taiji cam reaction caused, because once I push me this way. So if I go straight, we go against each other on one direction. But the same pressure it's holding here, if I'm turning, it's totally different story. It's still same pressure, but this turning caused the distance from the spheral is going longer, right? The 1 point go against is right there, but the turning plus my hand goes forward, my body goes back. So that's how the expansion comes. From this distance going to that distance. That's how the opponent comes out. I think that's a very good example I want to bring out that my brother showed me. It's very good.